Bazinga. Interesting.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 The Big Bang Theory callbacks in Young Sheldon. Number 10. Billy Sparks. In the pilot episode for Young Sheldon, viewers were treated to one of the first references to the Big Bang Theory. As Sheldon goes outside to play, he encounters Billy Sparks, a not-so-friendly neighbor. When Billy scares Sheldon with a live chicken, the protagonist runs frantically to the house while screaming in terror. Avid viewers of The Big Bang Theory will remember older Sheldon telling over-the-top stories about having been harassed by the one and only Sparks.
And Billy Sparks, who lived down the street from me and put dog poop on the handles of my bicycle.
Number 9. The Caltech Cafeteria. This entry is unique because it's a callback to a very specific location from The Big Bang Theory. When young Sheldon gets a chance to travel to Pasadena to see Stephen Hawking in the third season, we're given a look into his future as he visits Caltech. While he and his father stand at an open doorway, the camera pulls back, and we see the cafeteria where countless debates would ensue between him and his friends.
My cousin has a cabin out in the woods.
I'm not going to a cabin in the woods. Did you see the movie Cabin in the Woods?
Fans always knew Sheldon would end up at the research university, so it's extra nice to see the genesis of it all. Number 8. Hot beverages. One of the best recurring characters on Young Sheldon is Paige Swanson, a friendly rival to Sheldon, portrayed by the amazing McKenna Grace. An incredibly touching moment unfolds in season 3 when Paige opens up to Sheldon about why she's having a hard time. Though the protagonist could come off cold, we see his softer side as he expresses compassion for his friend. Then he offers her something we all knew was coming. Indeed, over 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory, we'd see him deliver such an offering to many friends, whether they wanted it or not.
It's when a friend is upset, you offer them a hot beverage, such as tea.
Number 7. Dream of becoming Gollum. We all need to take a break from our daily routines from time to time. Young Sheldon opts for a breather from science by taking in the likes of the Lord of the Rings books. In doing so, he becomes obsessed with picking apart the story's inconsistencies. It's here we see him in a dream sequence talking to himself as Gollum/Smeagol. On the surface, it's a cute joke, but to the keen observer, it's a callback to The Big Bang Theory's season 3 episode where the boys fight over a prop ring from the films.
Give us the precious.
More specifically, we're talking about the moment when Sheldon peers into a mirror and sees Gollum looking back at him in a dream. Number 6. George's infidelity. The Big Bang Theory's Sheldon Cooper would often mention issues he had with his father throughout the show's many seasons. For instance, in the hot tub contamination, we learned that his 3-knock habit only came to be after he caught his dad George cheating on his mother.
When I opened the door, I saw my father having relations with another woman.
The end of Young Sheldon's 4th season sees George spending time with his neighbor Brenda, and sparks between the two can be seen.
Want some company?
Number 5. Favorite spot. Whether it's a spot at the dinner table, cafeteria, or somewhere else, many people have a place where they prefer to sit. Of course, anyone who's seen The Big Bang Theory is aware that Sheldon takes ownership of his spot to a whole new level on numerous occasions.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Here we go.
His attachment to the seat at the end of the couch is no laughing matter to the man. So when he finds Tam sitting at the end of a cafeteria table on Young Sheldon, we're given a callback to the original series.
You're sitting in my spot.
In case anyone was wondering, Sheldon has been staying true to himself since he was young. Number 4. George's fate. Throughout The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon mentions his dad's difficulties with alcohol, his failing health, and his passing. Given the time frame that Young Sheldon takes place in, audiences know it's probably only a matter of time before we see George succumb to his fate. The first hint of it comes in the 3rd episode of the 1st season, where he ends up in the hospital with heart pain. Another cardiac episode occurs at the start of season 5, which also coincides with his meetup with the aforementioned Brenda.
Hey, George.
Brenda?
Number 3. Bazinga. Fun fact, The Big Bang Theory writer Stephen Engel has reportedly been credited as the originator of Sheldon's famous Bazinga quip. He apparently used to use it himself before it was thrown into the show. Heard when Sheldon tells a joke or pulls a prank, it's become perhaps the single most recognizable word from the show.
Bazinga, punk, now we're even.
So it's no surprise that the prequel gave the legendary word an origin story. Sheldon's younger self wanders into a comic store and finds a display filled with prank products from the Bazinga Novelty Company. Number 2, Soft Kitty. Ask any fan of The Big Bang Theory to name 5 memorable things from the show. We bet Soft Kitty will make the list. Penny and Sheldon shared many memorable moments of either of them singing this cute lullaby to each other over the years. Fans were even treated to Sheldon's mother, Mary, singing it to him. So when young Sheldon finds himself bedridden and sick as can be, everyone watching knew exactly what Mary was about to do.
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
As she sings the song to her son, fans everywhere are reminded of him laying in bed as an adult, convincing Penny to sing him to sleep. Number 1, their younger selves. Since young Sheldon focuses on the titular character's youth, it precludes him from being able to interact with his future friends. However, on the night of the final episode of The Big Bang Theory, young Sheldon also aired their season 2 finale, and the prequel show gave us the greatest nod to the original we could have asked for. As younger Sheldon cries over being alone at his Nobel party, the scene transitions. We're given a sneak peek at Leonard, Penny, Raj, Howard, Bernadette, and Amy, all as their younger selves. Sure, we already knew Sheldon wouldn't end up alone.
How